Hello. It was working for a bit, but now it stops. We are frozen.
The World Martial Arts Masters Hall of Fame. This guy is no joke. No joke.
The real deal.
Harry, and I just saw you pop in and then you went somewhere else. Okay, so we're going to see if your picture comes back up because we hopefully will be able to pull you in now. So we'll just chat a little bit about animal crackers since Tom mentioned his congratulations and things like that. So the name of the film is called Animal Crackers. Like I said, it's a wonderful, wonderful film. I know there are probably viewers on here that have children, or you just like a good animated film, but I absolutely love it. Like, it's one of my new favorite films now. And also, you know, we talked about this earlier because we said that, so it's based on this circus family, and we just had
we just had 2 members of a circus family. Hello.
So let me get my headset going on.
How are you?
How are you today?
Very good.
We are super good. We just got from work, you know, getting ready for this exciting meeting tonight.
Yes.
And
Are
we're
we
talking
having a
about
little, oh, there you go. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Yay. So we're talking about how we met and things like that. And I was curious, how old were you when you started martial art?
Oh, geez. I was like, oh, gosh.
That long
Like
ago,
8-ish, somewhere around there.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I have to
It's been
say,
a long
Harry,
time.
I saw some of the pictures you have posted online, and you are super fit.
For an old guy, right?
I didn't say that.
I did. I did.
Yeah. You know, I saw you doing push-up just the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And you know, push-up is my forte. That's my claim to fame. I'm not challenging you. I'm just saying that it's an inspiration to watch, and you know, that we keep going, because people give up, you know, after a certain age. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm too old for that. And you know, when people see me stretch on the ground, they go like, if I do that, I won't be able to get up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the wrong attitude to have. So I like to see people that inspire other people. And I've seen your live several times. And you're always doing something to inspire and teach.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, if we don't share, you know, and people don't see, then how do people, you know, get inspired, you know, and challenged, you know? So they have to be able to witness this. So I do it, and I don't do it to show off or anything like that. I'm just doing it so that way, if it's for a cause, if it's, you know, to challenge myself, you know, because the older we get, you know, I just challenge myself that much more, because I'm trying to, you know, at 62, I'm like, you know, fighting the battle, you know, because we start losing when we hit our 40s, we start losing our testosterone starts getting lower, or even earlier before that, or the growth hormone that's produced by our pituitary gland starts to diminish, so we just got to push that a little bit, just to push a little bit harder. You fight that battle. It's fighting a battle. It's just like martial arts. When you go out there and you're competing or sparring, what is your objective? You want to try and utilize your techniques. Try and get those points in and all that. So to me, it's the challenge. So yesterday or the day before, I did 50 push-ups. Today I posted 60.
Wow.
Tomorrow I'll do 70, and I said I'll work my way up to 100.
Right. And what is the cause you're doing it for?
Well, when I did it the other day, I didn't have a cause, but I know there is a cause. Today I posted a cause, and the cause was having to save the children out there. That's the children that's been kidnapped, and forced into doing things that they don't want to do. We all know about, the sex slaves, the pedophiles, and all that. It's just horrible. And I understand that there is a team out there that is clinching down on these people. They're recovering a lot of young women and young men. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. I can't even imagine what they have to experience, what they're going through, and it's just, my heart pours out to them. It's just a terrible, terrible situation. I can't imagine if anything like that happened to my child. I just can't imagine. So yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, well, I work with children, and I'm looking at children every.
I think this may be the first time I've done this. I think I tested it one time. Oh, I did test it once, and it took me a while to get it right. So anyhow, I'm back.
Great. So tell us a little bit about Animal Crackers.
Well, Animal Crackers is a film that was developed by a very dear friend of mine who I used to work with as a producer at Atari Games back in the early 90s.
Wow. Atari.
So, yeah, I just dated myself, okay? I just dated myself. Or I just aged myself. How's that? So, Scott Sava and I worked at Atari Games, and we became very close friends. And I was actually in one of his games.
Right.
And then I started producing at Atari, and it became Time Warner Interactive. Anyhow, Scott developed the film. He wrote the story. He wrote like 16 children's books. His wife was pregnant with twins, and he wanted to do something for his kids, and he ended up writing, because he's a very talented artist. So he started writing these children's books, and one of them was Animal Crackers. And when he did some work for me when I was working with Code Black Entertainment, and he was doing a project with Shaquille O'Neal, or he was in one of my projects rather, and the animation, I had Scott do the animation for me, because we did like 6 animated shorts. So the animation came out so well, Scott said, you know what, I think I want to take one of my books and turn it into an animated feature. So I basically told him, if you do that, let me know and I'll help you raise the money. And that's how this film got done. So if I didn't do what I did, this film would have never gotten made. So it was very much instrumental to it. So Animal Crackers is a story about a young family that had the opportunity that was kind of born into the circus, didn't perform the circus, but always his uncle, the lead, Owen, who is played by John Krasinski, as a child, always spent a lot of time at the circus. So as he had grown up and had started his own family, he found out that his uncle and aunt had somehow perished in a fire, at the circus, and they eventually inherited the circus, and but what made the circuit so unique was, no one knew that the uncle and aunt had these magical animal crackers. So not knowing that, how the lions and tigers were able to sing and dance, and it was the most famous circus around.
Right.
So when he inherited, they didn't know about the cookies. And so when Owen accidentally ate one, he turns into this little hamster, and then they have to start figuring out what's going on, how did this happen? How, where's the magic coming from? And, so they find out, and then Sir Ian McKellen plays the antagonist, who is also an uncle, but he's like the bad uncle, and he's trying to make his circus the best in the world, and he knows that if he gets a hold of these crackers, that he can make that happen. So he's trying to steal them, and so on and so forth. But anyway, it's a very interesting, very interesting concept. And we had Nabisco behind us, 100%, but we couldn't get the distributors to support us with that. So. And they were ready to spend millions of dollars in advertising funds and put our characters on their packaging.
Oh my gosh!
And they just didn't see it. I'm like, are you guys crazy? So this on the sequel, we're going to have every bit of Nabisco behind us.
Wow!
All the
merchandising, my gosh, that is awesome.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. That's huge,
Yeah, it is. You have some heavy hitters there doing the voice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, our daughter Layla recognized John Krasinski's voice right away. She's 16 and she recognized that voice right away. You want to read us?
Really? Wow.
Well, we're gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let him talk about, because he worked with Sylvester Stallone. Nobody knows that guy, right?
Yeah, who's that?
So tell us a little bit about that, because I know the story, but I'd rather that our viewers hear it from you, and how you ended up on his film.
Well, I've known Sly now since 1984. Okay, so that's going back a ways. And
I was
I'll tell you how old?
She was a baby.
I wasn't a baby. I wasn't a baby, but I was.
Whoa! What? So okay. I had in 1983. I had just got off of the set of Uncommon Valor with Gene Hackman, and a bunch of the Asian stunt guys were there, Eric Lee and everything, and that's when I first met Eric Lee in 1983. And we just hit it off, man, and we became like best buddies, and he became my big brother, and I was spending a lot of time with Eric, and here we go in 1984. Eric calls me up one day and he says, "Hey, you want to? I'm going to go do a seminar in Mexico City. You want to come with me?" And I said, "Yeah, I've never been to Mexico. Yeah, I'd love to go with you." So we fly out to Mexico City, right? And we're there. We get bunkered down into the hotel, checking out the city. Well, come to find out, Eric, he's like a week early.
Oh my gosh! That
a
sounds
week
about
early.
right.
So, yeah. so Eric says, "Hey, well," he goes, "Man, they're filming Rambo 2 in Acapulco. Let's go fly over there and hustle a job." And I said, "Yeah, sure, let's go."
Oh my
Because a lot of the same stunt guys were working on that show. So we fly over there and we meet the stunt coordinator, and he says, "Yeah, I could sure use you guys," And he says, "But we had a huge storm here. It blew down the sets. They're repairing it. And one of the roads got just wiped out, and a school bus, got wiped out too. And it was just terrible. So he says, hey, if you guys could hang around, we could get you, a good price on the hotel where we're staying at, the Acapulco Plaza, which was a 5-star hotel, And I said, well, yeah. Eric said, why don't you just stay and I'll go back to Mexico City, do the seminar, and I'll come back. I said, okay. So I checked into the hotel, and here we are at the 1984, staying at this 5-star hotel, right? I'm paying $23 a night.
Wow.
What?
That's crazy.
I'm like, yeah, I'll stay.
Right?
So, yeah. So, so I'm there, and I end up meeting the director, and, just hanging out, just waiting. And time's going by, and the stunt coordinator's saying, hey, sorry, I know it's taken a while, but I definitely want to use you, stick around. And so I'm hanging out, and I bumped into, I went down to, they're filming interiors, right? Mm-hmm. So I went down to the set, and then I'm standing outside. I remember I kind of was inside and kind of saw they built all these interiors in this big building, and it's real cool, these huts and everything, and they're doing the interiors of these huts. And so I was outside, and then I remember standing by the side entrance, and all of a sudden the door opens up, and lo and behold, here comes Rambo, right? Just lo and behold, Rambo was right there in front of me with his headband on and just ripped to the gills, and we make eye contact, and he like nodded his head at me, and I'm like, shit, I just nodded my head back at him, and I'm like, oh my God, Stallone just acknowledged me.